All right, everybody, welcome to Mobility Monday. My name is Bart Hawkinson, physical therapist at Therapeutic Associates, Northlake Physical Therapy. Today we're going to go through some more of my favorite stretches to help with tight neck muscles, some of the posture-related stuff that we get when we're sitting in front of a computer. So we'll go ahead and get moving with that today. So we're just going to use a standard chair here, and the best are ones that have a back to it that's kind of a medium height. I'm going to take a towel roll here, and I'm going to use this just to create a little bit of padding on the chair back. So that's just going to get folded up right there, and I'm going to use this to help gain some mobility through my upper back, my thoracic spine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ever so slightly slump down just a bit so the towel roll, the top of the chair back, is hitting me near the top of my shoulder blades. I'm going to take my hands, I'm going to interlock my fingers behind my neck here to keep my neck still, to protect my neck. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to not tilt my head up, but I'm just going to look up with my eyes, bring my elbows apart, and lean back so I'm fulcruming right over that towel roll. You should feel a stretch in the upper back and back out of that. So it's about a 5-second hold on that. Okay, glance up with my eyes, elbows apart, leaning back. So not real aggressive here, just gentle little mobilization. You should feel that in the upper part of my back. And that's an area that tends to get real tight when we're kind of over in front of a computer, in front of a screen. Everything kind of shifts forward and the weight takes that area forward, creates more of that roundedness through the upper back, and this stretch helps to open that up. Next piece here, I'm going to grab my towel again, and I'm going to fold it such it's kind of folded over and folded over, and I'm going to throw this over my back, over my shoulder like so. I'm going to hold my right hand in the front. I'm going to reach with my left hand behind, and this is a stretch through this area here that tends to kind of get pulled up. Oftentimes we get a little bit of tension when we're doing these things, maybe a little bit of stress, and that helps to elevate the shoulders. We don't want that, so I'm going to come in here. I'm holding with both hands, and I'm going to pull down. And I'm going to tilt to the side to create a little bit of a stretch. I'm going to hold that for a couple seconds. Then I'll come back out of that. I'm going to pull down. Now I'm going to turn and look to the same side. Hold that for about 5 seconds. Just being mindful if you feel any pinching in through the neck, we want to avoid that. There should be a little bit of a stretch. I pull, I tilt away. Feeling a stretch there. Hold, back, pull down. Turn towards, hold, back. We'll do that 10 times to each side, and you might notice a significant difference from one side to the other. Oftentimes the dominant side arm tends to be tighter. As you're doing this stretch, oftentimes people ask, my neck makes noise when I turn. Is that normal? It feels like a little clicking, popping. As long as it's not painful, it's very common. In fact, pretty much everybody's neck makes a little bit of noise when we turn it, some people's more than others. With this stretch specifically, very common to just hear a little bit of noise in the neck as you're turning. Don't worry about that. If it's painful, obviously don't push into pain, but just noise by itself is nothing to worry about. Next stretch we're going to do, we'll take the towel, move that out of the way. I'm going to sit up into my best posture, and I'm going to stretch through the upper trapezius muscle here. So I'm going to gently hold the edge of the chair, best posture here. I'm going to tilt my head to the side, and then with my other hand, I'm going to very gently, just with my fingertips, pull away so I'm coming straight over to the side into a side bend. I should feel a good stretch through here. We'll hold that for 15 seconds. Work that to the other side. I'm holding down gently onto the edge of the chair, tilting to the side, and then reaching up, applying a little bit of gentle overpressure, holding 15 seconds. Can do 2 rounds of that to each side. Next, stretching through a very similar muscle called the levator. This one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach up high with one hand, with my right hand. I'm going to put that up on my right shoulder blade. Then I'm going to turn my head about 45 degrees away. I'm going to tuck my chin. Now I'm going to reach up and I'm going to pull down at a diagonal angle. Notice that my head and my arm are in the same direction. I'm not at a cross angle like that. Everything's lined up linear. You know you get it right if you feel a pull through here. You don't want to feel any pinching on either side of the neck with this. Okay, same thing to the other side. I'm going to reach up, put my left hand on my left shoulder blade, turn about halfway to the right, tuck my chin. I'm going to reach up, pull down at a diagonal angle. Hold 15 seconds on that. We'll do 2 rounds on each side. Final stretch through here is I'm going to be up into best posture. I'm going to lean back against the chair back and bring my arms out in front of me, keeping my forearms parallel. And then I come out, pinching my shoulder blades together. We call this the book opener stretch. So it's kind of like, imagine my arms are the pages of a book. Come out to the side, pinching my shoulder blades together. I should feel a stretch through the front of the chest, making sure that the forearms stay straight up and down. I don't want to let them bend like this as I go. Good 90-degree angle. Pinching the shoulder blades back, coming out, hold for about 5 seconds. 10 rounds of that stretch. And that covers most of the major muscle groups up around the neck, upper back that tend to get tight with a lot of that work done in front of us, writing, computer, such like that. All right, so today we went through some of my favorite little mobility exercises for the neck and upper back. These are great. They should really be things that are gentle enough that you can do frequently through the day. I like to do these multiple times a day when I'm in front of my computer at work. Key takeaways with these, again, we're stretching the neck, so we want to be gentle. We don't want to apply really heavy-handed pressure. You never want to push through pain. You don't want to feel any pinching through the neck, but getting a little pull through the tissues is what we're going for. And remember, trying to move gently but frequently. Motion is lotion for our joints, but not pushing through pain. All right, everybody, definitely feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns with anything through that region. Other than that, keep moving.